see if we can stretch her legs here a little bit, shall we? Oh, fucking hell. Oh, this thing just makes me laugh. So yes guys, this is my zx6r. She's a 2000 model, so it's the Gen 1. That makes her 23 years old. She's nearly as old as me. But for an old girl, she's an absolute honey. Don't get me wrong, she has a few niggles, as you'd expect. Nothing major. She's mechanically all good. She's a high mileage hero. I don't know if you can see that. 60 odd thousand. Naughty, I know, don't have a go at me in the comments. I just cannot stand being behind some of these people. Oh. Still pulls like an absolute train. Overall, I'm super happy with this purchase. Like I said in the last video, bought it from a guy up in Exmouth. Drove all the way up there, got there, looked it over, test rode it, loved it, everything felt sweet. And rode it back 2 hours on the A30, cruised it 70, obviously. And it didn't miss a beat. She was cracking. In 2 weeks time I got fork seals, front pads, new chain and sprocket set, because I keep tightening the chain and it's just stretched that much that after a week of riding it just comes loose again. So she'll be getting changed as well. So I've got, yeah, all of that work being done in 2 weeks time. Other than that, I've got no plans for this bike. I basically just want to ride it as much as I can this summer. So once I've got the little mechanical bits done, I'm going to be flying, and this is going to be my summer bike. So the whole purpose of this video was basically my views on should you buy, you know, a 20+ year old motorcycle. And everybody I've spoken to who have seen this bike, you know, mates and other riders, have all loved it. It's been a real eye catcher at the local bike night. You know, these older bikes, a lot of the older boys have come up and go, oh, you know, that's a beauty, that looks really clean, etc, etc. So there's clearly an old obsession with these bikes. You know, they're the old poster bikes. It's a Ninja. If you go anywhere and say you ride a Ninja, people know what it is. They know it's a sports bike, you know, and they think, oh, fucking hell, it's one of those, you know, cool bikes. I think these have that old presence, and they're just wicked. I just think they're so cool, you know. And it's 20 years old. You look at it in the flesh, it doesn't really look 20 years old. Do you know what I mean? Other than the few marks and corrosion on the rear swing arm, you wouldn't really think it was an old bike. From the design point of view, personally, I don't think so anyway. You know what I mean? You look at some of the newer models, and I'm not really a fan of the designs, to be fair. I think these look better. You know, I've seen obviously this colour green, which is the Kawasaki green. You know, there's black ones that go to the buy meet. There's a golden black one that's obviously a custom colour, but it looks wicked. So I just think, design wise, I just think they're wicked looking bikes. Power wise, I mean, let's be honest, on paper it's what, 111 horsepower, so they're not slow, but you know, in modern day terms, it's not as quick as what you could buy nowadays. Obviously 7,000 RPM, these things just come alive. It just gets to a next level. You hit 6, you know, you're cruising up through the rev range, you hit 7,000 and bang, you are flying. They're so good. Oh my god, look at the traffic here. I ride a motorbike. I'm going to zip round you all. Which way are you going? I'm going to go this way. Come on, let's go, George. Oh, DT. I had one of them. Oh, you never get bored of that, I'll tell you. So the only thing I am disappointed with is the stock sound. You know, the whole bike is completely stock, so that is something that I want to change up, is the noise. When you're, it's alright when you're giving her full WASBATs and you're opening her up, but when you're sort of cruising and idling, it's a bit sedate. So I think that'll be, once the chain sprockets and everything will be done, I'm going to try and find a end cam to go on. If anyone's watching this in the UK and they've got a end cam for a 2000 zx6r, please hit me up in the comments, or follow my Instagram, which I'll put in the description, and send me a message, because I would buy one in a heartbeat. Please. Thank you. It's quite a nice balance of like power delivery. It's not like instant, but it's not, it's hard to describe. It's not instant, but it's not like, it's not gradual either. It's quite a nice, steady delivery. So back to the point at hand, which was, should you buy an old motorcycle? I think there's literally no reason why you shouldn't, unless it's a bag of shit. If, for instance, it's absolute garbage, you know, rusty as hell, oh yeah, it's in mint condition, it rides really well, but it looks like an absolute dog, don't buy it. But, you know, if it's, i.e. something like this that's quite tidy, there's a bit of service history, the bloke, you know, it all depends on who you're buying it off as well. If they're genuine, you can tell straight away. You can understand if they're a bike person or not. Gary, who I bought this off, he was a bike nut. He was going away on a tour the week after I bought it. He wore all the gear, you know, he's a Kawasaki nut. So I kind of got the sense, he had two other bikes, this was like his winter hack, whilst the other one was off the road and being worked on. So he was a biker, and that kind of gives you a bit of confidence that they're not going to screw you. You know, service history is a big thing as well. If it's got a bit of service history, fine. If you can see that it has been well looked after, even better. Just the overall condition, you know what I mean, it's not hard to buy something. It's, the trouble is obviously you can't see inside mechanically. It might look brilliant, but it could be an absolute dog underneath. Hence, you know, test rides, etc. I've got loads of friends who I ride with tonight who have all got older bikes. You know, there's a good friend of mine, John. He's got an old FJ 1200 that he's been doing up and riding all, you know, all through the winter and summers, and he loves it. Do you know what I mean? His son Jason's got a zx6r. And that thing again, immaculate. He did pay quite a bit of money for that one, but you know, it's an old bike. It's a 99 reg bike. Another mate, Mark, he's got an old Honda Diavel, I think it is. That thing, I mean, he fully rebuilt that, and he's got it on the road for the summer, and he loves it. You know, they're all old bikes. You know, they're all 20 plus years old, and mechanically, you know, if they're looked after, what's the big deal? that again. Sorry, I keep going off topic, don't I? Oh! Fucking hell! Excuse the wind noise, it's bloody fucking windy up here today. The biggest thing as well about buying an older bike is the price. Do you know what I mean? How much money you save buying something. Don't get me wrong, you can spend 2, 3, 4, 5 grand on an older bike, you know, a second-hand bike. That's just standard. But take this one for instance, sub 1,500 quid. Yeah, it's done the mileage, but it's got service history. It was a genuine bloke. It's tidy enough to warrant, you know, a little bit of work that isn't going to cost a huge amount of money. And it cost me the best part of 1,400 quid. 1,400 quid. Even if I get the summer out of it, I'd be happy. But if you're half sensible and not stupid with it, you can get yourself an absolute gem. I'll probably say all this and this thing will shit itself by the time I get home, won't it? Lose second gear or something. No. Ye have little faith. She's my high mileage hero. But I think as well, that's the beauty of having an older bike. If you're a full-on bike nut and you know, you're interested in fixing bikes and you know, tinkering and riding and just having fun, I just think older bikes are perfect for that. Genuinely, you know, I would never dream of working on my Versys, but I would probably give this a go. I'm no way inclined a mechanic. I can do bits and bobs, but these are obviously a lot simpler than modern bikes. So I think in that sense as well, that's probably another pro to having an older bike, is that they're easier to work on. And, you know, YouTube and Google, there's oodles and oodles and oodles of old parts, second-hand parts, brand new parts, you know, OEM parts, aftermarket parts. I went online and had a look at bits for this. I could not believe for a 23-year-old bike what companies are making that fit them. It's mental, and it's right from like the 80s all the way up through. There's just parts that fit them, and really nice parts as well. Yeah, everything from brake lines to uprated brakes, to suspension, to bodywork, to you know, rear huggers for the wheel, everything. It's mental how much stuff is actually being made still for these things. So yeah, just to recap, you know, be half sensible with the purchase. Look for anything obvious that could be wrong. You know, if you've got any sense of mechanical mind, just, you know, keep an open mind, have a look. Fork seals, tyres, chain and sprockets condition, all of that sort of thing. You know, any unusual knocks and noises that you're uncomfortable with, don't buy it. You know, if you think something, always follow your gut. That's what I always say as well. There's no, you know, you're not bound to buy anything. You haven't, if you go and look at a bike, you haven't got to buy it. So just always keep that in mind, I'd say. There are steals to be had. And for that reason alone, I think, on money-wise, everything's so expensive nowadays. If you can get yourself a little bargain and something to play on, even just for the summer, why not? Life is too bloody short. That's what I tell myself anyway when I spend a load of money. My life seems to be very short, if that was the case. I actually don't know how much fuel I got. Fuck knows, I'll get some in a minute. And yeah, I mean, on that note guys, there's probably not much more to say, except don't be scared to go and buy a 20-year-old bike. As always guys, it's been a pleasure. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're interested in seeing more of this bike and what's, you know, to come, hit subscribe, and hopefully I'll catch you all in the next one. Ciao for now.